Hello, Centralia. I'm Shane Lothar.
And I'm Rachel Roddy.
And this is Centralia on Air. Thank you so much for joining us. Last week on the show, we had Marcus Holland back in studio. Marcus came by to talk about hashtag Shop Centralia and some plans Centralia has to make the most of this year's Christmas shopping.
This Saturday
Is hashtag
Shop Centralia.
Man, that is a tongue twister for me. I can't quite get it out.
Hashtag Shop Centralia this Saturday.
Saturday.
November 24th. Shop local.
Where did November go?
I don't know. I did see on Instagram that Salem was doing hashtag Shop Small, like for Small Business Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So everybody has a hashtag. Look it up, whatever town you're buying in.
I was down south a little bit this week, down in Marion, Carbondale. They've got their own little hashtag. They're branding it as like a Southern Illinois thing, so it's hashtag I buy SI.
Oh, that's good.
Everybody loves a good rhyme.
Yeah. So if you're shopping local on Saturday, hashtag.
Hash it. Tag it. Speaking of shopping, hashtag shopping, did you know the oldest customer service complaint was written on a clay tablet in Mesopotamia 4,000 years ago? In it, a customer named Nani complains that he was sold inferior copper blocks.
It roughly translates to, I have sent messengers, gentlemen like ourselves, through enemy territory to collect a bag with my refund. But you have treated me with contempt by sending them back to me empty-handed several times.
Whew, that is a scathing one-star review.
Yeah.
I can see it now. Nani walks up to customer service window, puts the copper down on the counter. Yeah, I received these copper blocks, but they aren't at all like the ones your salesman showed me. Do you have your original sales receipt? No. Nobody ever does, right? Take this clay tablet and stylus, sit down over there and chisel out the details. Well, couldn't you just give me the sales rep? It's Nasir. I think he'll be able to straighten this out. I'm sorry, Mr. Nasir is on a business trip visiting clients in Mesopotamia and won't be back until the beginning of the month of the bull. Well, can't I just get like a supervisor or something? I traveled through freaking war zone to get here. I'll see what I can do. Have you heard this? Does this sound familiar?
You have no idea.
She goes to the back, hangs out for a few minutes. You can hear her laughing with the coworkers. Then she comes back out. The best thing I can do for you is have you fill out this tablet. We'll review your case as soon as the war is over. Next in line, please.
Wow.
Same crap's been going on for...
You haven't done this before at all.
Oh, yeah. Well, once or twice.
Right.
Anyways, that was last week. But this is this week.
That's right. This week we have our very own Douglas Stephen Glenn Dunahee.
Hello. Busting out all four names.
He's going to get so mad that I just said that.
Ooh.
That's okay. We have him in studio. Doug came by to tell us about some upcoming events with the Centralia Cultural Society. Doug, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're here to talk about.
Well, I work for Withers Broadcasting, for WILY and for WMIX in Mount Vernon. I've worked for the company for 4 years now, 5 years.
4.
Yeah, well, I'm glad Rachel knows. I host the midday show on WMIX in Mount Vernon at our sister station, and that's about it. Or at least that's what I want anybody to know.
No, come on. What else do you do?
I'm a volunteer fireman here in Centralia for the Centralia Fire Protection District, and I'm also involved at the Centralia Cultural Society. That's basically my life.
What an honor this is, right?
I know.
Stop.
I know.
Such an esteemed guest.
You're making me nervous. Quit.
We might just quit after this show. Retire.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to get a better guest, is what I'm saying.
The best of show.
The best
There it
of
is.
show.
Okay, Doug, so you are here to talk about all the stuff going on at the Centralia Cultural Society.
Right.
So, hit me.
Well,
Ow!
They've actually got a lot going on. They did just finish a show where they wrapped up the children's show that they normally do around this time of year. That was the Spell of Sleeping Beauty. And, of course, a success, as it always is. You got a lot of kids in the show, which means a lot of family members coming to see them. So it was a good show, and but they've got some exciting holiday programming for the next couple months, including something that starts very soon. It starts on November 24th. Is the annual Christmas tree sales that they started last year. It's the second year, of course. That's what starts last year means. This is the second year. The sales lot is actually on 315 South Elm here in Centralia. It's open daily from 11 to 7, and they've got a bunch of different trees. They've got anywhere from 5-foot trees to 12-foot trees. I'm talking like huge trees, and they're all priced differently. Some of your taller ones are even cheaper because of what type of tree they are. I'm not a tree connoisseur, but there's different, I guess.
Any Fraser firs?
Yeah, exactly. There's even Douglas firs. I only remember that because, obvious reasons.
He's hairy.
But they're priced to fit any budget. I mean, they're not too expensive whatsoever, and they're great quality trees. They've got greenery wreaths that they sell for even cheaper, and they've got garland that you can buy. And this is a once-a-year thing for the Cultural Society. This is one of the ways they try and get funds for the Cultural Society to keep the lights on and keep shows going. I mean, obviously, it's a once-a-year thing because I don't think you can sell Christmas trees in, like, June. But
not that it's illegal.
Yeah, that's not, but, of course, the annual thing. And it went really well last year. We had a lot of stuff sold and a lot of money made for the Cultural Society. So it's a great deal.
So you work there and sell Christmas trees, right?
Personally, I don't. But
you did last year,
but
right?
I don't remember being there. I know Santa was there a couple times last year, but I never did go get to see him.
You guys just never connected.
So, yeah, I was every time I either drove by or was there for a little bit of time, he wasn't there, so I never did get to see him.
Doggone it.
But a lot of the members of the Cultural Society do work, from everybody from the Cindy who runs the office to the people in the shows to the people that direct the shows, board members. Everybody takes a turn working there.
Completely mandatory.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah,
get out there.
You need to be there.
Right. Now, this went so well last year that a little birdie told me you guys actually sold out of trees.
That's true. Honestly, to me, it exceeded my expectations. We did sell out last year, which was great. We are always trying to find new ways to raise money for the Cultural Society, and this one went really well. And I'm just glad that it did, and I'm glad we get to do it again.
Doug Dunahee, with so many talented people out there selling trees, do you guys ever just bust out into song randomly?
As many times as humanly possible, it happens.
All right.
Whether we're putting up the trees or selling them or standing on the corner trying to get people to come buy the trees, it's basically one big musical the entire time.
Sweet.
Doug, why should somebody buy a real tree?
Well, personally, I feel that the only reason you should buy a real tree is the smell. That's just a personal thing, but you can't get that Christmassy smell from a fake tree. Yeah, no, candles. Yeah. Candles are fine, you know what? But candles are also hot and dangerous.
Here we go.
And I'm just saying, a Christmas tree just sitting by itself.
A bad candle mishap can lead to
absolutely
your other job.
Exactly. But no, honestly, a real tree, I think that's Christmas to me is a real tree. That's also the name of my new song, because it rhymes. I'm kidding. But no, that's why. The smell of a real tree is one of my favorite things about Christmas.
I would 1,000% have to agree with you. Most of my childhood was fake trees, even a 12-foot fake tree.
Nice.
But got married, my wife and I, out on our own, first Christmas, decided I want to get a real tree. I've never looked back.
It's the best thing ever.
All the sticky sap hands or whatever, it's all worth it when you walk into your house one night and
no candle Christmas or air freshener will ever smell that good.
No pine tree, car air freshener.
Not one.
So what do you do with your tree after?
Oh, that's one of my other favorite parts about it. Bonfires. It's cold outside. Christmas trees go up quick.
Oh.
Once you get them outside, they're dried up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Which leads to your other job.
Yeah, stop. You're gonna jinx it. It's gonna get bad. No, yeah, you can or you can chop it and use it for firewood in your fireplace.
Interesting.
Fish pond.
You can make
I've heard of this.
fish pond.
Yeah, you put your Christmas tree in like a pond, so fish have,
Not a fish tank.
No.
The pond.
That's a genius idea. I've never even heard of that. You can take some of the stuff and make wreaths and garland like we have at the Cultural Society's annual Christmas tree sale lot starting November 24th.
I've heard about this.
Yeah.
Where I live, I cannot burn within city limits.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, they offer a Christmas tree disposal service.
Right.
Yeah.
At least once a year.
At least once. Yep.
Okay, moving on. What is this celebrating Centralia calendar I keep reading about?
These are probably the coolest things I think the Cultural Society has been selling. I haven't seen anything this cool in a while. It's Light and Lens and Creative Endeavors. They have put this together, and those are some of the groups at the Cultural Society. There's tons of groups out there, but these two put this together, and they've got photographers who have won awards all around everywhere in events and competitions that have gone around town and taken pictures of Centralia and famous spots, not so famous spots, just pretty spots. So, and they've put a calendar together for 2019, and it's all historical sites in Centralia. So that's why it's, Celebrate Centralia is you're getting all these beautiful places in our town. And all of them benefit programming for the Arts Center. So the Light and Lens and Creative Endeavors, and the handbells, the choir, little theater players, all of the groups, and there are more, of course. All the groups at the Cultural Society will benefit from these, and they're beautiful, well put together calendars. And if you want to order one, all you got to do is call up to the Cultural Society, talk to Cindy, and she will give you the hookup on that. We've gone through a lot, but of course we'll have more. So 532-2951 is the number to call to get one of these calendars.
How much?
Solid question.
You don't know.
Excellent question, Rachel.
Great
you.
question.
Really good question. If only you had researched the answer as much as the question.
I'm sorry. Do you know who would love that?
Yeah. Let's say it on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Gala.
Oh. I was going to say something different.
I was going to say my grandmother.
Well, I was going to say Mr. # Shop Centralia,
Yeah,
Marcus Holland.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking gala.
Let's try it again.
1, 2, 3.
Gala.
No, these would make one heck of a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. There, we actually, that's one of the things my family does is we get each other calendars. When I was still at home, my mother, my stepfather, myself, we all used to get calendars for each other. So we all had a year calendar. I tell you what, if I had a Centralia one, just saying.
How long have they been doing this?
This is the first time for this one too. So some of these things have just kicked off and just been a great thing. But this is the first time I've seen this calendar.
Exclusive on-air premiere.
Yeah.
Celebrating Centralia.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to see one.
I love celebrating Centralia. Some of these pictures I see in these calendars, I never knew the spots. Now some of them are, widely known spots, the water towers, the lake, stuff like that. But some of them are just, I'm like, that's in our town? It's crazy.
I feel like we need to get one and hang it up here.
I agree 100%. You can get one by calling the Cultural Society at 532-2951.
And who would I talk to?
Cindy.
And how much are they?
That's a good question, Rachel. I mean,
Okay, what is the funniest calendar you've ever received in your little calendar?
There was one that it was underwater dogs.
What?
That was 2 years ago. Underwater dogs. They put cameras underneath the water and they like throw a ball or like a treat in the water. The dog jumps in and they take the picture. It's hilarious.
As I remember, 2016 was an excellent year for underwater dogs.
I'm not a Christmas tree connoisseur, but Shane is in fact a underwater dog calendar connoisseur.
And that was a primo year. I'm just saying.
I always get the Cardinal calendar every year.
Cardinal, like
St.
baseball?
Louis Cardinals.
Just the bird,
Right.
not the baseball team, just the different kinds of cardinals
Oh, I
around
thought
the area.
that. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, or Cardinal Glennon, like a hospital calendar.
Cardinals like the Catholic priests.
Oh, is that the one you get?
No.
St. Louis Cardinal Catholic Priest.
Yeah, that's
a
actually the
calendar.
name of a softball team. They do church softball league over there.
Really?
St. Louis Cardinal Catholic Church.
I tell you what, who needs to make a calendar? The Centralia Fire Department.
Yeah.
Hello, talk about a moneymaker.
I tell you what.
Is it getting hot in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it been talked about?
Oh.
I can't really disclose if that's going to be a thing,
What?
but I may or may not have had some modeling shoots recently
No.
with just an axe and bunker pants.
Whew.
Oh,
That's all.
my.
I'm totally. That's not a
Hashtag
no.
Mr. November. Hashtag Shop Centralia.
There it is. Support your local businesses.
No, Doug would be October.
Oh.
Rachel remembers my birthday, unlike some hosts of this show.
What happened over there?
Got water in my nose. This isn't
Hey.
live. This isn't live, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm on the air right now.
It's live at the time. Okay, so if someone's listening right now and they're hearing about all these great things from the Cultural Society and they want to give even more monetarily, of course. Is there a way to do that?
There is. You can actually, there's a patron membership application that you can find on most of our mailers. And all you got to do, you can send it in. You can fill it out and send it in, or you can go and fill one out at the Cultural Society when they're open during normal business hours. But we call them patrons because, the money and friendship and membership is all one. And I'm pretty sure that's what patron means. But anyway, it's easy. All you have to do is sign up, your name, address, phone, all that good stuff. And then you pay a certain amount depending on what you want your membership to be. And we have individual memberships. So like you guys, you personally could do it, or we have business ones that like Withers Broadcasting could do.
Are we one?
We no, but X95 and WIOY has sponsored many of shows. Every show that I've directed out there, they have sponsored. So they have done sponsors for shows, but not necessarily patron memberships.
I'll tell you what, Doug, I'll look into that.
Yeah. Are the prices on there?
There are some of the simple ones here. If you are, they call them friend patron memberships. If it's you and you're over 18, it's $40 a year. And this way, what you get for this is entry into shows and events for cheaper than most people pay. I think it's a $2 discount every show. If you are signing up someone that is under 18, that's the junior friendship thing. It's only $10, and you're getting into shows for $8 every time. So the kids will get that, and you've got the family one for only $75. So you can sign up your family, and it's very cheap. And then you got the business ones. You've got friends, sponsor, benefactor, and founder. These go from $100 to $1,000, depending on which one you get. So whatever level you want to be and however much you want to get, you get incentives that way.
And if someone wants to become a patron, they should probably talk to
Cindy, 532-2951.
And while you're doing that, ask her about how much those calendars are.
Yeah.
Because we don't know.
Do you know how many patrons you have?
We have 652. That
Guys, I don't think
completely.
he-
I
Yeah,
think
I
he
have
made
no
that
idea.
up.
There are quite a few. There are a lot. We do have a lot of businesses and single patrons that come through, and I've noticed a lot lately. Now, I've failed to mention this, but I've noticed this a lot lately. You can do it at shows. Like you can come in, and when you buy your ticket for the show, you can fill out your patron membership right then and there, and then you can get into that show for cheaper.
Oh, bonus.
So yeah, I mean you've got I mean if you're because we usually have 3 to 4 shows a year, except for next year, but that's a story for a different time.
What's next year?
Oh, we'll get there.
Ooh.
You can sign up at each show, and you're getting in for, depending on how many shows, almost $10 less than you would if you weren't a patron.
Now, if I'm not comfortable providing my real home address on the patron membership form, is it cool if I use yours?
Absolutely.
Just for privacy
Yeah,
reasons?
use mine.
Cool.
I get their stuff anyway, so might as well.
Now you'll get
Wait.
any more.
Oh, so they send you mailers too.
When you become a patron, just so you keep in the loop with everything going on, we want our patrons and our friends to know everything that's going on. So just like the mailers that the businesses get,
Yeah, like that I get here.
yeah, absolutely, you get those, so you know exactly what's going on. You know what your money is funding.
So if you don't provide your home address, you won't receive that, and you won't know what's going on.
Interesting.
Even though you read our community calendar every week.
I do in fact know what's going on. So if you wanted to use like Rachel's, she doesn't.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah.
But as she mentioned, you can read our community calendar.
He reads our community calendar.
Literally, I read it out loud.
X95radio.com, is that where that's at?
Yeah.
Under the community calendar tab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you done this before?
A couple times.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I got a couple more things that are going on, just real quick. They do have the Holiday Festival of the Arts, which is coming up on December 3rd. It's at 2 p.m.
What is that?
What is that?
It's going to be a concert. Bronze Expression, the Handbells, will be performing in the gallery starting at 1:30, and then that opens up the auditorium to the choir and the band. And you can do all of that whole event for only $10. And then on December 16th at 2 p.m. at the First Christian Church here in town, the Bronze Expression Handbells have another concert. And that's just the handbell group, and that's called It's Christmas. So those are some other things that are coming up in December before we jump into the full book that we have next year.
Cool.
Yeah, do you have anything you want to add for next year?
We do have a couple things, and I don't know if I'm at liberty to say this, but
Say
Don't
it.
I want people to get, well, one of them's my show, and I want people to get excited, but we do, as of right now, plan to have 5 shows next year.
Awesome.
We are going to be doing a murder mystery at the beginning of, starting at the beginning of the year, which will go up in March. That will be directed by your friend Rob Jackson, who has been on a couple times. He'll be doing one. Then we will move into a young teen show. They're going to be doing, it's called I Hate Shakespeare. That's a show about, it's basically based on Shakespeare shows, but it's going to be like a comedy sketch SNL laugh-in type thing.
Okay.
There's going to be different sketches based on Shakespeare stories. Then from there, we'll move into the show that I am co-directing with Christina Reed. And we did just agree on this. We haven't gotten it approved or pushed through yet, but we have agreed that we're going to be doing Steel Magnolias. So that's the show that we're going to be doing. That'll be a fun one.
That'll be popular.
Yeah.
And then the musical happens, and of course we're coming off of having Grease.
Oh, man, it was so good.
Which just exceeded, I think, everyone's expectations. We knew it was going to be big. But,
I mean, sold out how many nights?
out of the 6 performances we did, we definitely sold out at least 4. Our Sunday crowds kind of drew a little less, which that happens on Sundays. But we did sell out at least 4 completely and had to add chairs, and we're almost above capacity. So Sundays were a little less, but we just, I mean,
I was there on Sunday.
they had great crowds. Those shows right there, that shows you the support that the Cultural Society gets from this town, is when you do a show like that, just phenomenal.
I mean, but you heard it all over town. Like,
Yeah.
how awesome. You have to see this.
Word travels fast, and that cast definitely deserved that big of a crowd. I think the cast did awesome, and of course, production crews and stuff like that did great as well. But altogether, that was a show. But anyway, the musical.
Do you know what it is?
Again, I might
there's
not be at
rumors.
liberty to say,
Come
but
on.
I've heard some rumors of maybe Cabaret.
Oh, that's not what I thought.
happening. But we'll see. It's not confirmed, and I can't confirm. It's not my show. I'm just saying. And then next year, around this time again, they will do another kids show. Usually they do one every year, and that's for the young kids that aren't able to do the musicals and the teen shows and the murder mysteries to get their show in. And those crowds are always big. I mean, like I said, you've got so many kids in the show. You've got their family.
Did your sister?
Yeah, she did. I actually had her and my cousin were both in the show.
Oh, awesome.
And yeah, so it was great.
Douglas Dunahee,
Yes.
one last question before we let you go. Which do you prefer, on stage or in the director's chair?
Oh,
Man, Shane, that's a tough one.
Right?
I don't do well in front of big crowds.
What? He's lying because I watched him
That's
in Grease.
his acting skills right there.
I'm kidding. I don't know that I can pick. It's a different mindset for both. I love being able to act because you get to, be somebody you're not or somebody you are, depending on the character. You might be exactly who you are. But I would say acting because it's so different. Like the past show that I was in Greece, I had to, dye my hair completely different color. So I got to, for however long we ran that, I was a different person almost. Heck, I still am because the hair's still blonde. But I would for sure go acting.
What I'm hearing, though, is your dream role would be to play a director
In a show. About a show.
Exactly.
It's playception.
What?
Yeah. To be a director in a show about a show.
That's right over Rachel's head.
Absolutely.
We better go to break.
You're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. We'll be right back.
Shane and Rachel here. You're listening to Centralia on Air. Rachel, how's it going? How you doing? How was your vacation? Little honeymoon getaway vacation, right?
Yeah, you don't want to hear about that.
Oh, no, come on. Everybody wants to. I'm sure we're all dying to know.
It was sunny and 87 every single day I was there.
Okay, just
you
stop.
don't want to hear about
right
it.
There. You're right. I was wrong. Plus, I just saw we don't even have time for that. You know what we do have time for, though?
Time for the top 5. Not at 5.
That's right. It's Thanksgiving this week. Yikes. Can you
know.
believe it?
Mm-mm.
Now, Rachel and I would have loved to given you a top 5 things you didn't know about Thanksgiving, because that just sounds like something we would do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be honest, we just ran out of time, guys. That's never happened to anybody before, has it?
I don't think so.
Everybody has plenty of time on their hands.
Yeah.
Especially around the holidays.
Yeah. So, Shane and I thought it would be nice to help spread a little joy and remind you of some things you should be thankful for. But not the normal things like friends and family and a good home and...
Who needs them?
Yeah. Those are all too obvious.
Right. We wanted to shine some light on the things we sometimes take for granted. So this is our top 5 random things you should be thankful for. Number 1, when you're clothes shopping and you find that perfect pair of jeans or a sweater, but there's only one left and you go to grab it and it's your size.
So awesome.
Ah!
Yeah. It's like a light is shining down on you.
Yeah, it really kind of makes you feel like God is just looking down, smiling. You go, girl. You work those jeans. But not too hard. I'm watching. I'll see you Sunday.
Your holy jeans.
Hey, but good one.
All right, our number 2 random things to be thankful for. Cat or dog videos. These are great because they can be little cute puppies and little cute kittens, or it can be a hilarious video of a cat or dog doing something ridiculous. Either way, it puts a smile on your face. You know it does.
Bonus thing to not be thankful for, people who forward a ton of cat videos to everyone they work with. Rachel?
What? Come on.
If I have to see one more Mr. Sniffles video.
His name is Callaway, and you all love it.
Okay. All right, number 3 random thing to be thankful for, deodorant. Because let's be honest, if you weren't wearing deodorant, Rachel, you'd be stinking up the place.
Here's a fun fact. While women have more sweat glands than men, men's sweat glands produce more sweat. But deodorant for men or for women is most likely just a marketing ploy. In a lot of deodorant brands, the exact same amounts of the active ingredient is present in sticks for men and women.
It's the same thing. Do you have deodorant on today?
No.
That's what I thought.
Okay, number 4 on our list of random things to be thankful for, GPS. We've talked about this before, but seriously, where would we be without GPS? I'll tell you where I'd be. Probably lost.
Right. There's maps and atlases, but come on. Ain't nobody know how to be reading no maps no more. Bonus points if you know what GPS actually stands for.
Do you?
Do you?
I feel like I used to know that.
And you've forgotten.
Yeah. What is it? Tell us.
Global positioning satellite. Or satellites. I don't know. Might be plural.
What's really crazy is there was this whole GPS screen thing you could buy, stick in your car somewhere. Those were so cool at the time. But now, nobody even needs those anymore.
They're gone. How long do they last? Like 5 years?
Yeah,
10
not
years?
long.
I mean, they still sell them, yes, but the average Joe don't need them.
Yeah, I'll never forget. I was in Kentucky somewhere, and they had built a new bridge, and I went across the bridge on the GPS. The GPS kept telling me, turn around, you're lost. And then it just had me in the middle of the ocean on this new bridge.
Didn't recognize
Or
that
ocean.
bridge.
We're in Kentucky, sorry. A lake.
Large body of water. Not
Yeah.
that large. The smartphone killed another industry. But it can't kill us, Rachel. Not yet. Which brings us to our last random thing to be thankful for. Number 5, when your favorite song comes on the radio.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you're having a bad day, or maybe everything's fine. But when your jam comes on, everything is instantly better.
For the next 3 minutes and 30 seconds, nothing can touch you. Nothing else matters. You are invincible. That is until your kid spits his gum out and it lands in your hair and you snap back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Oh, there goes Rabbit. He choked. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he know he won't have it. He knows he's...
Shane. Careful. You almost lost yourself.
Maybe you should lose yours.
What was that?
Nothing. You're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. Up next, we've got the community calendar and our hashtag Wednesday Wonders poll results. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. This is Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. Before we take a look at the community calendar, Shane and I would like to share our Wednesday Wonders poll results. Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right. I should have known that.
All right, first up, turkey or ham?
I mean, Avi turkey, right?
Yeah, turkey. We did have a couple ham.
I was one of them.
You were?
Yeah. I just got a little bored with turkey, so haven't had ham like that in a while.
All right, mashed potatoes or sweet potatoes?
Ugh. Mashed potatoes, right?
Yeah, mashed potatoes. So my family never eats sweet potatoes. They never liked them. My mom never made them until I started making like a sweet potato casserole. Everybody loves them now.
Now the holiday's not complete.
Without Rachel making that. Yep.
Cool.
All right, green bean casserole or corn casserole?
Love them both, but I've only ever made green bean casserole.
I love green bean casserole. And then I just asked a question.
What one?
Oh, green bean casserole. Sorry, I thought that was obvious. Then I asked a question. Macy's, do you watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, yes or no? And people said yeah. They watch it.
More people said yeah.
Yeah.
Then nah.
Then nah. Pumpkin pie or pecan pie?
This is the worst question you've ever written.
Why?
I like neither one of those things.
Oh.
I opted to not vote.
Okay, well, pumpkin pie won. And do you watch football on Thanksgiving, yes or no? They voted yes. Friendsgiving. This is like new the past couple years, right? People get all their friends together and have a Friendsgiving.
Probably less fights at the dinner table.
Right?
Let's be honest. We don't got Grandma making racist jokes.
Oh my gosh. No. People said no to Friendsgiving, but it almost won, so it's real close.
First rule of Friendsgiving, you gotta have friends.
Yeah.
So, I'm disqualified.
Whatever. All right, this one surprised me. Black Friday or Cyber Monday?
Black Friday destroyed.
Wrong. Tie.
Whoa!
Yeah, tie. Just as many people shop online on Cyber Monday as they do on Black Friday.
Turns out people just love a good deal, in person or online.
I love a good deal. I can't wait to Black Friday shop.
You know, it's all you talk about.
What?
It's turned into Black Monday through Thursday over here.
This week, this Friday, we get to Black Friday shop. I have a whole long list of things I'm going to buy.
Can you knock out your entire Christmas shopping in one day?
Me? Yeah. But I enjoy shopping the day before, or the Saturday before Christmas.
Oh, that's right.
You
We've
remember I
covered
told
this.
you that.
You have problems.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
My name is Rachel, and I have a shopping problem.
'Tis the season. You got your tree up yet?
No. I try to wait till the day after Thanksgiving.
Me too. I'm trying real hard.
Just give in to it.
Here's a look at your community calendar. Don't forget this Saturday, Small Business Saturday. Shop in Centralia on Saturday, November 24th. Hashtag Shop Centralia.
One Hope United is hosting a Glow Bingo at the Centralia Elks on Friday, November 30th. Doors will open at 6 p.m. and bingo starts at 7:30. $20 in advance or $25 at the door.
Enjoy a Christmas shopping stroll in downtown Centralia on Friday, November 30th from 3 to 7.
A Christmas auction will be held at the Kinmundy Fire Station on Saturday, December 1st from 6 to 8 p.m. Christmas gifts for the entire family.
Holiday Craft Fair on Saturday, December 1st at the Roland Lewis Building in Mount Vernon from 9 to 4.
Downtown Christmas Parade in Mount Vernon on Saturday, December 1st from noon to 4 p.m. The parade will be on 9th Street between Broadway and Main.
Fantasy of Lights at Foundation Park in Centralia will start on November 21st through December 31st.
Centralia Cultural Society will be selling Christmas trees starting November 24th from 11 to 7 p.m. at 315 South Elm. All size trees, 5 foot to 12 foot, pricing to fit all budgets.
Breakfast with Santa, hosted by CASA of Jefferson County at Mount Vernon Veterans Park on December 8th from 8 to 10 a.m.
And Munkin's North Pole on Saturday, December 8th from 12:30 to 2:30. Free family fun event, pictures with Santa, face painting, kids crafts, games, and so much more. This will be held at the Munkin Chrysler Nissan store in Centralia.
And a look at your local area blood drives. Tuesday, November 27th at Iuka Grade School from 2 to 6. Tuesday, November 27th at Carlisle Grade School from 3 to 7. Wednesday, November 28th at Blueford Elementary School from noon to 5. And that's a look at your community calendar on X95 in the Big 1210. You can hear Shane and I every Sunday at 11 for more things going on in the area. If you have an event you would like to share with us, you can call, email, or stop by. For more information about these events and others, check out our website at x95radio.com.
That's it for this week. Rachel and I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Safe travels. If you want to comment on anything, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter at X95Radio. If you like what you heard today, come back next Sunday at 11 on X95 in the Big 1210. You can also find past shows on YouTube. And a very special shout out to my dear mom and dad who are celebrating their 33rd wedding anniversary today. Love you guys. Congratulations.
Aw, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
And for our X95 listeners, be sure to check out Open House Party tonight starting at 6 and Slow Jam starting at 11.
Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, she's Rachel Roddy.
And he's Shane Lothar.
And this was Centralia On Air.